What's up, everybody? It is me, Video President 102, and today I'm going to be doing an analysis of the Senior Sides trailer that was dropped at the end of the blooper episode. If you haven't watched the trailer somehow, some way, go do that now and then come back. Please subscribe for more out of the blue content, such as this. Hit that bell to know when I post that out of the blue content. I try posting every day. I do post every day, except for like once in a blue moon. I can't because I fall asleep. Yay. Anyway. I am not reading off of a script. I did not write anything beforehand except for some footnotes. I wanted to do this like kind of blind to get my direct thoughts at the moment because something that was wrong with the Logan theory episode that I did, iCard here if you want to watch that, is I wrote a script, which was really nice, but I put some opinions in there myself that I didn't agree with when I recorded it a week later than when I wrote the script the week before. So I just wrote some footnotes about the trailer that I want to bring up, which is every single scene that comes up. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing is, right from the get-go, there's the game music, which at first I thought, oh, it was just standard-sized music, but then the more and more I got into it, I was like, oh yeah, this is something you'd hear from, like, Sonic while you're playing the game in the background or something. And I'm like, why is Thomas using the game theme? Well, people are like, oh, it's a new dark side, oh, it's a new dark side. Okay, I hate yelling at people who have, like, opinions in the fandom, but this is one of those times I have to yell at them. Stop thinking there's going to be a new side. I want a new side as much as the next fander. But we literally just got Remus, not even a year ago. We still need to go into more character with Deceit. We don't even know his name. We know Remus's name. We don't know Deceit's name. We need to know what the frick is going on with Patton because he seemed depressed for like the last 3 episodes. We need to know what's going on with Roman because he's been stressed. And Virgil was on the verge of a panic attack in the last Senior Sides episode and in the actual Dealing with Intrusive Thoughts. We're just not ready to have a new side yet. And people are like, well, what else are they supposed to do? It's a video game thing. None of the sides have brought up the video game thing yet. And it's like, Deceit brought up the courtroom. Patton made them all puppets. Logan took them to that upstage thing for Virgil and Logan's debate in one of the earlier episodes. They made a mind palace for his thinking, whatever, his like thinking room that echoed a lot. They don't just stay in the living room. They have different scenarios, they turn into different things, they go to different places. They even went to Lily Singh's house at way beginning. So just because they change like a style of art doesn't mean that there's a new side. I wanted to get that right out of the way. I'm sorry for going on a 2-minute rant about how there's not going to be a new side, but there is, and if there is, I'm going to be shocked. Another thing is people think that the new side is going to be rage. Rage is an emotion. Emotion is Patton. I mean, if anything, I would think that the new side would be, that's a long story. I'll get into that another day. But my next footnote is choice of words in the flashback. So first we get, woo! Guess who got a call back from the Alfred Hitchcock Lucas movie? What day is it? And then it cuts to Logan going April 13th for the callback circled. And then Patton. This is a clip from Patton. Well, nobody's perfect except for Thomas. He loves his friends. Now, out of everything in that 40-minute episode, the first episode of Senior Sides to go over 40 minutes, he chose that clipping of words for the trailer. I'm guessing that they're going to be exploring that more in the new episode because isn't that weird that out of everything, like the talk of society, goods and bads, rights and wrongs, Thomas chooses that clip. And I can't really remember what the other selections of words were in the rest of the trailer. Oh yeah, right after Patton says that, Roman goes, I hereby sentence you to a day in the St. Clifford's Chapel on the day of Leah Mary Reilly's wedding. Then boom, and then coming soon. That line was inevitable. It leads to the next thing. And then I also have a I think, talking about how there were no clips of Deceit in the flashback. Deceit was kind of like the main, not the main character, of course Thomas is the main character, but Deceit was kind of like the main side in that episode. Like, it's rare, well, until selfishness versus selflessness, we only got one episode with Deceit, which was made like a year earlier, if I'm correct. I'm not going to search it up, but like just about a year earlier. So we do not get a lot of Deceit, and we did not get a lot of Deceit. And all of a sudden, we have a 40-minute episode starring Deceit. And he wasn't put into any of the flashbacks. Was it because he didn't say anything that is needed for the new episode? That's hard to believe, considering that he was bringing up all the points on why to go to the callback. This episode, I think, is going to be an episode arguing why they should have went to the callback. Now, as a diehard fander myself, well, I can't really say I'm diehard. I found out about it last year. Well, not last year, the year before that, 2018. I found out about Stranger Tides in 2018. So, not that long ago. I'm not diehard, but I'm pretty into the fandom and the series. I want to know if Thomas is has a mental disorder or something. I know he wants to be nice to his friends. I know that Patton is a huge jerk sometimes. But you have the opportunity of a lifetime to go to a very famous director, go to the callback, and literally become rich, possibly famous, and do what you love. Now, most people have dreams, but they shut down those dreams because they need to make money. Thomas, at this moment in time, is allowed to follow his dreams and make money. Doesn't he take it? I don't care if Deceit says it's the right thing to do. He is not a dark side. According to Roman, he is, but he used it as a nickname. References Star Wars, but everyone has to use the word dark side because Roman used it. Virgil never says the word dark side because he knows that's what he used to be. And he knows that he calls him a dark side, he's calling himself a dark side, and he's really dark. Technically, any of the sides could be dark. Roman could be dark. Patton could be dark. Virgil was dark, whatever. Except for Logan. I can't really see Logan being a dark side. Someone disprove me in the comments, please. I need to know the logic behind this. I'm kidding. Deceit could inevitably be a good side. Remus could inevitably be a good side. It's all about perception. Oh, and now I'm going to stop ranting and get on to my next point. Because, haha, LMAO yeet. Thomas's first expression when he opens the door. He opens it, whoosh, and his bang goes up as he does this, kind of look. Now, I want to know, what would make him that angry? I know he was at a wedding. He missed a really big deal. But usually they're just kind of sad, depressed even, that they missed the big thing. They're usually not angry. Is he angry that he didn't listen to Deceit? Is he angry that he actually listened to Patton and he was mad about that for once? I'm sorry, I have to leave my chair. I'm getting too passionate here. We don't know what he's angry about. We do have a prediction. I think he's angry. I don't know. I'm a little dumb. I just wanted to point that out, though. I might do, a recap at the end or something. I don't know. So then, we're going to the next frame, where we see Thomas in, a Pokemon-styled, arena thing, facing off a black figure. Now, everyone's like, oh, that black figure is the new dark side. No! Stop thinking that. That is not true. Falsehood! Falsehood! That figure cannot be the new dark side. I do have a couple predictions of what it is, though. It could really be anything. But I do have some predictions of how the storyline could work out and what that character represents. First off, which was not the most obvious, but the most out there, not the most out there, you'll get it once I say it. That figure represents Thomas himself. A past him, during SVS, where he decided to go to the wedding. And him facing off of his past self or his future self. One of the two. And him, like, facing the fact that he did it, he can't go back in time. This is what he chose to do. Number 2, it could be deceit from SVS and him facing him off, whatever, stand aside. I don't want to go too deep into that before fanders get angry in the comments. I mean, they already are. I argued that there wasn't going to be a new dark side, heaven forbid. And number 3, it could be either Lee, merrily, life is but a dream. Anyway. Or it could just be one of Thomas's friends. And he's given a scenario, like, the friend walks up to him in this, like, Pokemon type game, like, oh, I have a book club. You want to come? It'll make me so happy, yada, yada, yada. And Thomas will be like, I'll be there. And then he'll also get, like, a phone call saying, like, hey, guess what? If you, like, come here that exact same day, you'll get this even better privilege for your well-being and yada, yada, yada. And the video game is basically going to be him trying to decide whether or not he should go with the person or go live out his dreams. And it'll kind of be like one of those, like, which path do you choose video games, like, referencing other video games and stuff. All that jazz. All that jazz. Okay, I need to stop. My next point is Patton's face. So I don't want to actually put up a clip, but, like, Patton just goes with his, like, emphasized hands over his ears. I don't know exactly what Patton is feeling in this moment, but it's either stress or anger. Which, based on his face, I think it's more stress with everyone arguing and how he's, if you remember, in SVS, he is the one that pressured Thomas to go to the wedding. He is the one that kept him from following his dreams. He's the one that ruined that whole day and most possibly his life for him. So I think he's just stressed and upset with himself that he's the one that messed Thomas up. He's the one that made him angry. He is the one that did everything. And Patton is blaming himself, causing him to have a mental breakdown. A mental breakdown. So, yeah. I don't know how to elaborate on that. I'm just gonna take a book here, and it's upside down again, and video game scene at wedding on phone. So, after that, we get a setting where Thomas is sitting at a white table on his phone during supposed wedding. Now, this is probably representing the one line in SVS where he's like, I was just playing Word Crush or Candy Crush or Word Search or whatever on my phone during the reception ceremony to get my mind off of the fact that I'm single. You're single. I need this. Help me. Okay, anyway. What was I gonna say? That's probably a callback. That's a nice pun. That's probably a callback to that line in SVS. And that's really as deep as I could get into it. He probably did end up playing Word Crush on his phone the whole time, and that was just a representation of it. Now, the next thing that my notes say to go over is Roman's face. Now, he isn't, like, doing anything dramatic for fucking once. Patton's the one doing that. But he just sits there. He looks like he's about to cry or, like, scream. And he's like... You guys probably watched the trailer if you made it this far. I mean, we're 14 minutes in. Says the thing right here. You guys can't see it, but I see it on my camera. And his face, it just looked un-Roman-like. And it's like, hit the iCard right here if you want to see my Roman theory type thing to explain what he's going through. But, as we know, Roman has been getting shunned since Passion versus Logic, or Why Do We Get Out of Bed in the Morning. He's being shunned since then. DeWitt, he was knocked out, passed out for most of the episode, and then when he finally wakes up, He has a realization. We never figure out what the realization is. And people shut him off once again. His brother came. He's in distress. He was knocked out freaking 40 minutes. And they ignore him. They ignore him during SVS. He wants to go to the callback. It's his dream. That's what creativity is. He wants to act. And they shun him off. So, not only is Roman probably upset, but he's probably pissed at everyone for ignoring him. Without Princey, Thomas wouldn't have a job as a YouTube person. Without Roman, he wouldn't have any original ideas. Without Roman, Thomas wouldn't be Thomas. And they keep shutting him off like they did Virgil in the first couple episodes. Except they actually paid attention to Virgil because he was scary. Roman isn't scary. He's been a little less extra than usual, so not that, and they ignore him. They freaking ignore my baby boy. I love him. I need him. Stop ignoring my baby boy. Okay, that's enough for that. What's my next point? Oh yeah, the fire level clip. So if you remember, there's Thomas running through this stone thing with fireballs throwing at him or whatever. I think this is one of the levels that I was talking about earlier of him choosing the path to go to, the callback scenario or helping the friend scenario or supporting the friend scenario. And I think the fireballs and the difficult level represents the emotional trauma, or not emotional trauma, emotional pain he'll go through if he helps his friend. Because even though he wants to help his friend, that's something minor. Compared to a big Hollywood audition, a wedding is minor. So just take a second to think about that. And it's basically representing his emotional journey, trying to figure out, hey, I need to worry about my freaking self for once. And the last one is, what the coin, everybody. So the fact that he'll start off a video with what the everybody kind of disturbs me. Even if he is in a bad mood, even when he was in a bad mood, he'll still try to do some kind of nice intro. Or at least address that the audience is an fucking audience. But nope, he starts off with the curse word, everybody. Not even a, hello, I exist, I'm angry. Let me express my feelings like we've been talking about for the last 29 episodes. Nope, it's, what the, everybody. And the fact that a coin is the thing that censored his mouth made me realize that it's a not coin episode, it's a video game episode. So, yeah. My overall thoughts on the trailer, since it said March 31st or whatever for the date of the last episode, I'm guessing and praying that the next episode's coming out on April lucky number 13. Because not only will I have a planned day to do a reaction video, but additionally, okay, for one, name a time where we actually had a standard-sized trailer. I mean, yeah, we get them every time on Instagram and Twitter when there's a new episode, but it comes out at the same time, sometimes even a little bit after the episode premieres on YouTube. When is the last time that we've had a trailer before, a month before the episode came out? Answer, never. Which, just having a trailer itself is lucky enough. It's so exciting, I want. And, nothing on Thomas, nothing on his team, nothing on whatever, but I'm gonna be kind of upset if it doesn't come out on April 13th. I get it, it's a lot of editing, it's a lot. It's doing all the things. But if you think about it, we have not had a proper standard size episode since June of 2019. That is about 3/4 of a year ago. We need to get more people on the standard size team so we could get better high quality episodes but still be on post at least every 4 months. That sounds good. That sounds reasonable. I want to help him so bad. I wish I could help him. So those are basically my thoughts and opinions and predictions for the standard size trailer. If you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. I've been starting to get suggestions for YouTube videos. It doesn't need to even be standard size related. It could be anything. Have me react to something. Have me read something for like a Wattpad read aloud. Have me cosplay as something. I don't care. Just I want your input, please. If you liked this, there is a poll in the iCard for you to, say, hey, I liked this. Do more, please. I could also do like trailer analysis of like movies coming out and stuff if you guys want me to. Please subscribe, hit the bell. There's a merch store down below if you want to check it out. And like always, do your best.